is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Today's Thursday, August 6th, and you should take the day off.
Good morning.
If you ever thought, why should I watch Take the Day Off when I could just listen? You should do it for our little dance number that we do at the beginning of every episode. It's worth it. Take the day. Sometimes it comes back, like today. I can feel it's coming back. Take the day, 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 take the day,
Go, go. Hi, everybody. It is August 6th. It is a Thursday, which means it's almost a Friday. So congratulations, you've made it. And maybe you're thinking, why would I take a Thursday off? Friday's almost here. Shouldn't I just save it, go for tomorrow?
Save it. Long weekend.
I would say that's possible.
But there's no time like the present.
That's exactly right.
I would say Thursdays are the most overlooked day to take off. Maybe Wednesday. Yeah. But Thursday, guys, make it yours. Make it. Do
whatever you want to. We're gonna get to the day in just a second. But before we do, a couple things to get out of the way. If you would like to watch us, maybe you're listening to us, you want to watch us for the dance number, you can find us on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe every day. New episodes, 5 a.m. You'll get a notification. So subscribe, click that little like button, do all the things. And maybe you are watching us and you're like, I gotta go. The good news is we are on the go via podcast. However you listen to podcasts, you can find Take the Day Off. We are a Bramble Jam podcast, which means we're on the Bramble Jam Podcast Network. And Dan, I don't know if you know this, but you can get every single Bramble Jam podcast completely ad-free and on one central feed. So every day you're getting new content, new fun things from the Bramble Podcast Network, from Deck the Hallmark to Back to Bayside and everything in between.
His story, Yo Gavel Gavel, all of those completely ad-free. If you pay for a year, it's almost $4 a month.
It's a no-brainer.
Ad-free, and then you can contribute a little bit to take the day off.
That's exactly right. By joining Bramble Jam Plus, you are going to have the ability to answer the questions of the day. We gave you one yesterday, and if you were a Bramble Jam Plus member, you would have been able to answer it. And so congratulations to you for being out there and being able to listen and to answer. It is another day, and so questions might be asking, how can I justify taking the day off?
Right.
I'm not feeling it this morning. No. I don't want to deal with the hustle and the bustle.
But we've got you covered. We've got you covered.
Guys, happy National Fresh Breath Day.
National Fresh Breath Day.
That's exactly right.
That's right.
It is National Fresh Breath Day, and so we would say to you out there, take the day off.
Take the day off. What better way to celebrate
National exactly
Fresh
right.
Breath Day?
Now, last night, I was getting ready for bed. I was brushing my teeth as I do twice a day. Of course, I am not a monster who only does it in the morning or something like that. And I was brushing my teeth, and I was like, oh my gosh, tomorrow's Fresh Breath Day. I was super excited about it. I texted you a picture of me brushing my teeth. I was like, hey. And you sent me one back.
Yeah.
You brush your teeth in an interesting way. You don't use your hands, you use your feet. It's very impressive. Maybe we'll post a picture.
I'm pretty bendy for 6'5".
You're pretty bendy. That's exactly right. And you just said, man, have I got a story for you?
Do I?
And so I'm assuming you know the history.
Of course I do. It's actually a more recent holiday than you would imagine. President Jimmy Carter from Georgia. What's funny? Is something funny about Jimmy Carter?
Nothing's funny about Jimmy.
He's a peanut farmer from Georgia, and he grew up and never brushed his teeth when he grew up. He was a peanut farmer, and he got to the White House, and he was introduced to the White House staff. And as he was introducing, he did a customary handshake hug combo. I don't know if you know this, but Jimmy Carter invented the handshake hug, the handshake pull together hug. And that was what he did. And he noticed that the staff of the White House had remarkably fresh breath. And he found out that they make their own toothpaste in the White House. They make it in the White House. He was shocked to learn that it was a thing, shocked to learn that you could brush your teeth. He fell in love with having a fresh breath and became almost a tyrant. If you did not have fresh breath when you came in the White House, he kicked you out. He wanted to feed you to the alligators. He wanted to create an alligator pit below the White House. That idea was nixed by Congress. However, he did create National Fresh Breath Day in 1979, and we still celebrate it to this day. True story.
I just Googled
Yeah.
National Breath Day.
And you found all about it. You can't even say breath.
I didn't find anything about Jimmy Carter.
What?
In fact.
You use this internet.
Yeah.
In the office.
This internet. And our internet is a little slow sometimes.
Yeah.
But what if I told you that it was created by the dental hygiene field? People in the dentists.
No. You should listen to me.
I'm going to go with what the internet says here. It was a day that was created by the dental hygiene field to promote not just fresh breath, but also what actually goes behind fresh breath, which is all around good dental hygiene.
Yeah, of course it is.
And so they created this day. Do you know what the technical term for bad breath is?
Gingivitis.
No, it's halitosis.
Halitosis. Yeah, gingivitis is the gum disease that you get, and halitosis is a side effect.
That's exactly right. So maybe don't get either. And so I think we've all had a case of the bad breath before.
We have, of course.
The worst is when you don't know it, and someone's like, "Hey, you could use this."
Pop them in.
And so I think the dental hygiene field would just like you to have fresh breath. And that is why, in fact, we're telling you to take the day off.
Take it off.
Because I think we could all just use a little reminder of how to go about not just having fresh breath, but keeping our gums and our teeth as clean as possible.
This is an easy sell. You call the boss and say, I have to devote this day to dental hygiene. I have to. My life depends upon it.
Yeah. Now, the dental hygiene field has given us some tips
Thank goodness.
that actually do take you away from your job, a few of them, such as having routine dental exams. And so maybe you haven't. Today is the perfect day to go in for that cleaning. Have cleanings done every 6 months is what they say.
Okay.
I'm due. I'm due.
Also due.
Yeah, I'm going to take the day off, I think. I'm going to get done recording this. I'm going to go take the day off. And
you don't have an appointment to go to the dentist. You just show up, right?
You just show up.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm going to take the day off.
Great. I love it. I'm going to do the same thing.
Well, I think a lot of people, because of COVID and stuff, they've canceled their appointments.
That's right.
There's probably a handful of appointments open. I would encourage you to call, just make sure that they're doing all that. And all that good stuff. They also say that you should not just brush your teeth twice a day. You should actually brush your teeth after every meal, Dan. After every meal, you should brush your teeth.
Every meal.
Every meal.
Oof.
So to assure not just a fresh breath, but the clean teeth.
Dental hygiene.
It's all about the brushing.
How many times in your life after lunch have you brushed your teeth?
Nary a once.
I don't think it's happened.
But I think today maybe is the day. And so that's a new task. It's a new routine. You need a day to kind of get under your belt.
That's right.
You should floss your teeth. Are you a flosser?
Not regularly, but I do like the handheld flosser instead of just the string that comes out. It's got a little piece of string on it, but you can just pop it in and out of your mouth, all your teeth. That's the way to go.
And this is something that I learned, I think, the hard way. I was a pretty big gum chewer.
Yep.
You should chew gum that does not contain sugar.
Yeah.
If you chew the gum that contains the sugar can cause bad breath. And so even if you are chewing gum that maybe is a mint smell,
in the long term, going to be worse for you.
It's going to be worse. So it might be a quick fix.
Take the day off to process that news.
That's exactly right. Or take the day off to go track down some sugar-free gum.
Sugar-free.
And then, of course, the breath mints and all that good stuff are some things that you can do.
Yeah.
50%, Dan, 50% of the bacteria in your mouth promotes bad breath. And so you need to do everything you can.
This is terrifying.
I know. You need to do everything that you can to help make things better for you.
I'm hoping Listerine's our sponsor this week.
It is Fresh Breath Day, everybody.
Yeah.
I just presented to you a lot of information.
You got to process.
You have to process. You have to take the day to get the cleaning, to go track down the sugar-free gum, to go buy some mints, maybe try out some different mints, whatever ones work for you best.
How can your employer expect you to concentrate when you just got a truckload of information dumped on you?
You're not brushing your teeth enough. You just found that out.
Just curl up in a ball and take a few breaths, please. Some good fresh breaths.
Yeah.
Take them.
That's exactly right.
Don't go to work.
That's exactly right. Yesterday we asked you the most embarrassed you've been by bad breath. Maybe you didn't brush enough.
Yeah.
Maybe you ate some sugared gum. We did get some of those stories, and we're going to get to them in just a second. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. Take the day off. I took time. Welcome back, everybody. I took time during that break to go brush my teeth.
Oh, yeah. I feel better.
Twice.
Minty.
Yes.
That's right. It's a long break.
You know what just also occurred to me is the sugar and the gum, also true of the coffees. That's why I started drinking black coffee.
Yeah, sugar in the coffee.
The sugar in the coffee. I used to get the cream and the sugar, and it's tough.
I drink a ton of Diet Coke, and I know that doesn't have sugar in it, but it's still not good for your teeth. I try to drink everything through a straw if I can, because it doesn't hit the teeth nearly as much.
Right.
I'm a straw boy. Fountain drink, straw. That's what I like.
I think today's question of the day that we asked you, and if you're a Brainwell Gym Plus member, you have the ability to answer, is what is the most embarrassed you've ever been by bad breath? Dan, have you ever had a scenario happen where the bad breath is not played into your favor?
I am sure that I have had plenty of those. I do not recall off the top of my head there being one that stands out. I think that's a tough one because I'm sure I have left meetings or conversations where somebody's been like, man, his breath was rank, and they just didn't tell me that information. Maybe it's happened with you and I don't know, but I can't remember off the top of my head a specific moment where I was like, oh no, that was a disaster. I'm sure it's happened though. I'm confident that it's happened.
Yeah, for sure for me too. Yeah. I would say I have more memories of people with bad breath. Like lots of times growing up in the church, these small Southern Baptist churches where you have the meet and greet and you go and some older person goes, gives you a little squeeze on the cheek, leans in close so that they can hear you, and you're just like, woof.
Wow.
Woof.
Breath is from a different century.
Yes, and that actually does bring us to Erica, who has been embarrassed on behalf of her husband for years because he has chronic bad breath. And that is especially bad because he is a pastor. So to help him out, she is just going above and beyond. She constantly carries around mini Altoids just for him, just in case she notices a little something. And I think we all need that person in our life who can point out to you, hey, you have bad breath, and you not take it personally, right? You all need a person who can just help a brother out and just say, hey. So kudos to you, Erica. Kudos to you. Dan, who do you got?
Tracy says, never do I have bad breath. I'm a freak dental floss in the car. I have it in my purse. She has a waterless toothbrush.
Whoa!
In the glove compartment of her car.
Oh, what is it?
Waterless toothbrush. I'm not aware of what this is.
What does that mean, waterless toothbrush?
Apparently it's a toothbrush you just use without water. It's making me uncomfortable talking about
it. But don't you use the water to clean it and to shake it?
I don't know. We're going to have to do some more research there.
Yeah.
I also have Colleen that says, my kids do not mince words when it comes to describing how bad my breath is. In the morning, they have no filter, so she's getting up. She's probably making breakfast for her kids.
Yes, Colleen, I would say maybe implement a few of the things we talked about during our first segment to help in the morning. Like maybe you're drinking something with sugar at night that's carrying over. Whatever it could be, I think there's some things that we can all do, and that's why we're taking the day off, to do some practicing, to try to make sure. Jessica brings out a wonderful
really
point.
Yeah.
There's one thing that we've learned during COVID, and we've been wearing our masks. We've trying to figure out the mask that works for us to make us the most comfortable, to make sure that we're safe and also the people around us are safe. And Jessica says she never realized that her breath smelled bad until she started wearing a mask. And you're smelling your own breath. Yeah. You have the mask that covers the mouth and the nose, and so the breath you're breathing in, you're smelling your own breath. And that's a wonderful point. I have not noticed that for me personally because I'm a little bit better than everyone else.
Yeah, of course.
And my breath never smells. Yeah. But that's just me personally. But I understand the mask, and so just maybe keep some wherever your mask is. Also keep some Altoids,
some mints, some Altoids, some gums. Something.
That's exactly right. Do you have do we have anything else, Dan?
Oh no, I think those are the best.
That's exactly right. Michelle does say there is a story that she has that is not safe for Bramble Jam, but it involves Jungle Juice frat party.
Yeah, I want to hear that story so badly, and it's unfortunate that we can't.
It could be just me being naive. I'm not sure what jungle juice is.
You don't know what jungle juice is?
No, what's jungle juice?
Oh, it's like there's a lot of different ways to make it, but it looks like a punch bowl, but the alcohol content is incredibly high in jungle juice.
Jungle juice.
Very high. And it's something they do in the colleges. And there's a lot of different ways and variations on it.
Michelle.
But I need to hear that story, Michelle. That would be a great story for sure.
That's right. If you want to answer the questions every single day, the best way to do that is to join Bramble Jam Plus, because we get those answers from them right away, and we're able to read them. Or you can email us, whatever you want to do. But the best way to make sure that your answer does actually get read on the air is to join Bramble Jam Plus, BrambleJamPlus.com. And for those of you out there that are looking to answer tomorrow's question, here's tomorrow's question. We just talked about the jungle juice. I'm very excited about this. There's some good stories out there. I have a story myself, and it is, what is the first experience you had drinking beer?
Wow.
What's the first experience you had drinking beer? Things are going to get a little PG-13 or PG-21 tomorrow. PG-21. But I think you can still listen to it. You still have some fun. And there's some stories why you should not drink before you're 21. That's things like that. We'll get to that tomorrow. Of course, we do end every episode with the Palaha Haku.
That's right.
Did I say it right?
Palahaku.
I have a hard time.
You do.
Give Chris a follow on social media. He's a great follow. You can find him on Instagram, Palahaha, and then on Twitter at Chris Palaha.
And watch us on the YouTube to see Chris's, I guess, somewhat ugly face. I mean, we're pretty attractive. Chris brings down that attraction level, but watch him anyway.
I have heard his face is the reason why Wonder Woman keeps getting pushed back.
We can't put that up there.
Yeah, and that's fair. Yeah. You got Gal and you got Chris, and it's like they kind of
you can't do that.
We will be back tomorrow with another exciting day, but hey, take the day off.
Take the day off.
When the dust settles and your feelings have calmed down, what will you do then? Have a great day.
It's a Bramble Jam podcast. You can listen anywhere as a podcast, watch on YouTube. Like us, do the stuff, share us with your friends. You can contact Brandon and Dan at their email addresses. Just find it. Just go find you. Just send an email, they'll get it. The internet's just how that works. Bramble Jam is a Bramble Jam podcast. Listen to the Bramble Jams. Did I get it right?
You nailed it.
Thanks, Rick.
Thanks, Trace. Didn't give a single website.